really quickly, and I have no idea what the answer is. We'll see it, I think, flashed on the screen. It has been flashing. But the other thing is, I believe we're invoking the no tie rule. Throughout this tournament, and it's very controversial, if two people's PR is within 2/10 or less, we call it a tie. So that is a possibility of being a tie. Then what do? I think they...
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's fair. That's real skill, too.
I was once at a rock, paper, scissors tournament where the winner gets a free iPhone. And I played somebody who threw rock the entire time, right? And so they beat me throwing nothing but rock. I was a little upset.
The next time you play him, though, you got a good edge.
It was like a 100-man tournament, right?
Oh,
so
God.
I watched his next match. He threw all rock again, still won. He went all the way straight through to the finals, throwing absolutely nothing but rock. And I was so upset and so bitter. Do you know what I did, Phil?
What?
I went to his opponent and I said, "This man has thrown nothing but rock the entire tournament. If you throw paper, you win." And you know what happened? 1, 2, 3. He threw rock. Man threw paper. Won. Next round, best 2 out of 3. He threw rock again. He threw paper and won. And the guy won the iPhone. And I was so happy for him.
Oh, I bet the guy with the rock didn't know the rules, that he could do other things.
Yeah, he thought the game was called rock, and he had no idea why he was still there an hour later.
Well, my best friend and I, for 20 years, would flip a coin for who paid dinner when we went out as couples every time. And every single time he'd call heads. And after 10 years, I said, "Why do you call heads?" By the way, he was killing me. He was winning by a tremendous percentage. I said, "Why do you call heads every time?" He says, "Because I wanted to break even." I mean, that really pissed me off. he thought in the long run he'd break even by only calling heads. He couldn't switch it. And he killed me.
What about that dinner we were at where they had that game where they put their finger and Matt lost every time and paid for basically everyone's meal?
Yeah, I know the game.
Yeah.
The game is called Schwazi.
Yeah.
And you put your finger down, and whichever one lights up wins. Schwazi. It's a great way to settle who buys dinner. I love the game. I like to play.
He lost like every single round. Yeah.
I like to play 1-point matches on my phone for who wins, and I just beat Victor Ashkenazi last week for a really nice dinner.
Oh yeah, I rolled out our when we bet, and I ended up winning.
The PR?
Yeah.
Even though I killed you in the PR?
No, I won the PR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in that game, I won the PR.
Okay.
A DMP back game, which is it's.
But I played at 4 PR and you played at 6. Mm-hmm. No?
No, that was on mobile.
Oh, okay.
Not on the real machine.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is the final match of the semifinals. The winner of this is going to play Zednik to see who gets to play Sander. And again, we're going to start at 10 o'clock tomorrow and keep going until the play. As long as we're going to let the players pretty much dictate when they want to take a break and how long, and we're going to accommodate them.
Oh, look at this, all the way to the 18. Really? I think I just generally always play to the 11 here, but
I always play to the 11.
Yeah.
Always. But you're giving him a good 6. But he has to break the anchor to give it to you.
I think it's funny, right? It's just like a fourth roll. These are literally like 2 of the best players in the world. And even on a fourth roll position, it's like, wow, when was the last time I saw this, you know? And trying to figure out what the best play is.
Yeah, he had to think through it. You're right. And I guarantee you the play he made was the play he thought had the best PR.
100%.
Why is this not a in and down? I mean, in with the 2 and down? Yeah, that's almost automatic to me, just because I don't like any other play. I could see coming in on the 5 and slotting. I could see that play, but I don't like it. I love back games. It's close. Almost everybody just grabs the 3-point here, and it's clearly wrong.
The score isn't 4-3, it's 4-4, right, Phil?
Pardon me?
The score is 4-4 right now?
Between the 2 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was asking in the chat why it says 4-3.
No, 4-3 is wrong. It's wrong to say 4-3. The score is 4-4. because Dirk won two. I'll tell you why. Because the PR is not official yet until it's been run through XG with the proper settings.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So right now, we don't know for sure that Dirk won the PR last time, but it's very likely.
Yeah, everything could change. I had my PR changed by 2 full PR points based on what the website said versus what regular XG said for. So,
And by the way, we're not even using regular XG. We're using a beta program that only I have, that I have loaned to the use of the tournament.
I only use alpha programs. I'm sorry. The beta ones are.
Really? Why do you always one up me? I'm tired of this. Whatever I do, you're.
Because I'm an alpha, Phil.
You got it better. Get in the picture, by the way. Get in here. I know you don't like being that close to me, but
No.
I don't bite. I took a shower a couple days ago. It's not that bad. All right, what's going on here?
It's still the 6-1, yeah. Oh, making the bar.
If you can't make the 5, you're supposed to make the bar.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have covered and stepped up, but
Covered and stepped.
yeah.
That wasn't on my radar.
I think I would have made this play.
Nobody good makes that play. Nobody any good would make that play. Except for
Mochi.
maybe you and Mochi.
I'm just being honest, even when it's the wrong play. You know? I think I would have. So
Yeah, you get a bad reputation if you're honest too much. You know what Harry Truman said? You tell the truth once and they'll never believe you again, no matter how much you lie.
2-1.
Yep. Why do you do this? Because you're winning the race by 29 pips.
And you have no kids back, right? And if you have from 0 to 1, it would be
Uh-huh.
a catastrophe.
I hear it. I'm going to be using that simply because I made it up.
Now you have this game where you just hope to roll doubles and bring everything home as black.
Yeah. Or you hope to pick and pass and make the ace point. Now you make the ace point.
No, you can't.
I know. Mete!
Hello.
I just wanted to show you.
I want to congratulate you for the way you're running this tournament, Mete. You're my favorite tournament director as of today. You're doing a great job.
Don't upset the others, the real ones.
And look at this exciting finish we have here. Is this something? Wow. 3-2 covers. Okay. We all know who's favored in this game. We all know that it could go either way.
It's pretty even. I mean,
It
black
is pretty
structure
even.
is really bad.
It is pretty even.
And white structure is perfect.
Yeah.
They're just losing the race. They're just waiting for their opportunity to get a shot, to hit them and punish them with the board. So what white wants to do is just keep the contact zone as long as possible. So it increases the likelihood they roll a bad roll and get
Yeah,
that
but
shot.
the race is not always to the fastest, but that's the way to bet.
Ooh, 2-1. Yikes. There must be a problem with this.
Looks like a huge problem. Well, for one thing, it gives you fewer ones to play. And you don't make that point, but it's amazing it's that big an error.
I think
Wow.
maybe a number like 3-1 is the reason why.
But how could it be that big an error? That shocks me.
Because if you roll 3-1, you would have to leave a direct shot for him. 3-1 would hit and make the 2 point. So maybe that has something to do with it.
The 3-1, the odds of rolling it are about 5.5%, and you still make your whole change your play because of that. That can't be the only reason.
There must be something like, there.
Probably just ones to play later.
But 3-1 that's a massive swing just on that one number. I don't have the time to go through
All right.
everything, but here we just play down, right? We can't. Okay, this is the extending the contact zone play.
It's close.
And it
XG
keeps
says
them
it's
in.
close.
Yeah, I mean their position is so inflexible, but there are some jokers.
Yeah, but the other side is you don't want to give up the midpoint. It gives them too much outfield. Not that much more outfield. Only gives them ones to play in the outfield. These are pretty close. These two plays are close. The better play is this play by a little bit. and we haven't plussed it yet, but this is slightly better. Both Mochy and Dirk are tired. That's why they're starting this match so soon. They both want to get to sleep so that whoever wins is going to be real fresh tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's why the other people, I think, played another match before lunch.
Yep.
So they could
That was their
finish
choice.
earlier, yeah.
They wanted to finish earlier. Fatigue is a definite factor in this tournament. It's a lot of matches, a lot of work. Uh-oh.
5-3 is not ideal. Well, you're going to cover, right? Oh, no, this is 5-3 for white, right? Or black. Which roll is
This is 5-3 for Mochy.
Oh, then you clear the 7, yeah.
You clear the 7.
Yeah.
The 7 is clear. And hope he doesn't roll a 1. 1 is big here. Very big number. 1 or not.
I was thinking about the cube, but I would hold on.
How can you think about the cube?
I was
You're
thinking about it.
down 33 pips.
Oh, it's a good cube. Okay, good.
You get more shots. This can't be a good cube.
I've given some similar cubes
Oh.
with really strong boards and
No,
inflexible
this cube's
positions.
insane. I'm going to sue XG for saying this is a cube.
Yeah.
This is insane. Wait a minute. It must be me that's insane.
I think there's just a lot of repeaters as
Wow,
well. Hard
such an
for it
easy
to bring
take.
home. Yeah.
Such an easy take.
Everyone wonders where Donald Duck came from.
Most people are too young to know who Donald Duck was.
No one who's watching this stream is too young. We're gonna get demonetized.
Whatever that means.
Well, you can just go to the 2 and the 1, right?
Of course.
Stay safe.
Safe. Matt Cohn-Geyer, don't leave a shot ever. He gave me a new quote from him.
Be funny if you just make the 1 point here.
That would be very funny.
But I think maybe the small numbers are a bit too, like 1-2, 1-3, like those aces would be too costly.
I don't care. I like being up 33 pips in a race and holding the cube.
Yeah,
I like that.
Seems to be fine.
I like that. And I like when I
2-4.
don't like rolling a
This is
4-2.
also a shot.
It's got to be a single shot, though. He has to play both off the 6. Can't be another play. Oh, it's a single shot by, oh, that's way too many shots. You got to play 6-4, don't you? Yeah, okay. It's way too many shots the other way. Direct 6s and 8s, 17 6s and 6 8s, part of which is duplicated. Yeah, this is the play.
It's nice to be Dirk here, you know.
Well, Dirk made a brilliant cube that a lot of idiots might miss, like me. I would have missed that cube for sure. He missed that shot.
But you
for sure.
you can come out and duplicate the 2 maybe.
Yeah. But do you stay back more? I think you stay back. You want to maximize.
Duplicate the 2 to cover by just going to the 11. Yeah. No, that does. Yeah, right.
Is duplication a thing?
I don't know.
I don't think it's a thing. I think it's how do you get the most shots out of this?
See,
I would not have gone up that. I would not have gone that far.
but the 2's hit and the 2's cover. Oh, 9. Ooh. Wow.
I just play quiet, cover, and go to the ace. It's close. Look at that. It was pretty close. Now what? Are you positive you don't leave that out there?
I mean, the way this wastage is, this race is not that crazy for white to win, you know?
Yeah, look at the wastage for Mochy. Every checker on the 2 point is worth a 2 point penalty according to the Heath count, and a 1 point penalty for the extras on the 2 point and the open 5 point. That's a lot of penalty points. So the pip race is not as bad as it looks. Why does he come up to the 5?
What?
Why didn't he stay back on the 3? Don't you get more shots that way?
What did he do?
He came up, didn't he?
Oh, well, there must have had a reason.
There must be a reason, but I don't know what it was.
I mean, smaller numbers maybe?
I don't know.
4 1s?
Oh, but more shots at the outfield. That's the reason.
Plus if he has like a 5-1 or a 4-1.
More
or
shots at the
something.
outfield. Yeah.
And he gets shots directly
Uh-huh.
instead of indirectly.
That's what I mean, more direct shots at the outfield.
Was it correct? I wasn't watching the
I
XG.
I missed it too. Big roll here, big roll. And it is a big roll.
It's a great roll.
You need an 8. He needs an 8 or probably you stay there.
Yes.
He has to stay. You're not going to win the race. You don't want to volunteer another shot. A volunteering shot's not a problem. But you just stay there and hope
Ooh,
that he
look at
doesn't
this.
roll.
Look at this. 20 to 18, 6 to 3. This is a great play.
Oh, you forced him to hit you with some numbers like double 2 and double 3 and double 6 and
Well, also you
4-2.
get direct shots with every
Oh,
number that's
yeah.
a 6 or lower, right?
yeah.
So even like 5-1 and 4-2 and double 3s and stuff
That's
like
so
those.
cool. I would not have thought of coming out.
Ryan Rebello had a play like this in a tournament, I think, in his UBC, where he was supposed to go for max contact because of the blots in their board, and it forces them to give you shots on all of your numbers that are under a 6.
Okay, did Ryan find the play?
No, which is why we know about it.
Oh,
now,
okay. I would have bet on Ryan. He's so good.
No, that's what I mean. But like, it was so hard to see unless you literally went through every single number.
I couldn't have seen this.
But once you went through the numbers, it was an absolutely clear play.
Okay, what about the recube here? Mochy's thinking about it. 9, that's a great roll.
Not good. for
Anything
the
higher
PR.
than an 8 was great. What about a recube here? Mochy's only up 25 pips. Now, there is wastage, but I don't think the wastage is enough to stop the recube. There you go. I got one right. Look at the PRs. Mochy's killing him. It's a pass. So I'm not so brilliant to find this recube when it's a pass, am I? I wish they didn't have XG. I would be so smart if they didn't show XG. Of course, people would find out later. All right. I did not like Dirk's initial cube, even though it was right. I don't know where Dirk's biggest mistakes were, but he's playing at 4, which is not good for him. That means even if he wins this match,
It's early days, though.
it's early, but if he wins the match and loses the PR, I think the whole series goes to Mochy.
Yes, maybe. Well, yes, if he loses the PR, for sure, because Mochy has the lead in the PR right now.
I think he has to win the
I think-
PR by a lot.
But they haven't finished rolling out the plus version, so we don't know how close those
Yeah.
numbers really are or how that affects the PR average. Because Dirk did win it by a bit last round.
Yeah,
Wasn't it like a 1-something to a 3-something by the end
yeah,
of it?
yes, it was.
So, I mean, that can definitely swing the averages that we're seeing here, one way or the other.
So we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
And we'd rather have an accurate rollout, and so would the players, than use the instantaneous 3-ply. But it's a world-class rollout, instantaneous. I think that's what they get. No, it isn't world-class, that's right. What's showing is below world-class. So that's why we want to roll it out and get it right.
Somebody doesn't understand why wastage hurts in a race.
It would take me too long to discuss it now, but email me at phil@sim.org, and I will send you an article by Walter Trice that was written years ago that explains it beautifully. phil@simb.org will explain wastage to you, but I'm not going to do it here.
I mean, short story, if you have a checker on the 6, a 5, and the 4, and that equals 15 pips, or you have 15 checkers on the 1 point, that equals 15 pips, we can see why those are very, very different sorts of numbers in reality versus actuality, right?
So next time I say I'm not going to explain something because I don't know the answer, why do you make me look bad by giving him an answer because you know the answer?
I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
I'm not here just to make you look smart. Oh, we're here to watch the match too.
Yeah, we're here to make them.
Look smart.
No,
They already do.
yeah,
5 point.
they do that for
Oh,
themselves.
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 point. There it is. It's a beautiful roll.
6-2, hit and cover.
Hit and cover. What a great concept. You got to like Mochy's position in this game so far right now. Double ones.
Okay, switch to the 7 and then play 6 to 5.
I would think so. Nope. Nope,
What?
no, .003.
Okay.
He's plus again now.
Yeah, thank you.
I would have done that instinctively too, but
Yeah, it's nice to block the guys on the 24. But bar 22 is best. And
come
then
on.
60.
Come on, Hussein, plus
Yeah.
the other play.
You got to do both of them.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'm right.
So-
But it doesn't matter.
So
It's
I'm
nice.
a plus player and you're a plus player. That's the difference.
Sometimes I'm a 3-ply player. Still pretty good.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. Cover and down.
This is a good shape.
Pretty obvious.
One guy back versus 3 guys back, though. This is
Wait a minute, it's 1 kid back versus 3 kids back.
That's true.
I've learned a new approach.
This is the wrong 7, though. It does make a nice inner board point.
Clearly right to make that inner-board point. Nothing else comes close.
Yeah, it's super
A
strong.
point is a point. That's something I learned in elementary school. Very nice anchor. Cube's still in the center here. This is a long time for that cube to be in the center.
2-1. Lift. I would play to the 4. I'm not giving.
I'm going to the 11.
No.
Well, you're right, and obviously I see it now, but I would
No,
have
I'm
done it.
not right. 9 to 6 is actually best.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. But
It's
I
always right to stack, isn't it?
mean, I don't. The funny thing is, like, it just visually looks better, and I'm not exactly sure why it's. Because, I mean, okay, so your 6-1 would be duplicated to hit outside versus making the bar. It must be something.
This is the big play, Dirk. Big play and the right play.
What's going on, Bill and Tara?
Bill and Tara, my saviors. I don't think I could have been streaming without their help. All right, we have the most exciting final match here.
Tara, cheers.
Huh. And 5 in. 5 in, that's me. Oh, the 4's in, that's right. 4 in. Both to the 3-point is right because it minimizes shots. Only a 2-6 hits instead of a couple of combinations. So this play is right, even though we don't like, we'd rather have a spare on the 4 than the 3. It's not worth it. Sometimes it's just simply what play gets you hit less. It's that simple. Two, three, in and in. What else? Are you gonna hit? What else can you do?
I'm not sure. Oh, it's Black's roll.
Black's
Yeah.
roll, oh yeah.
I was watching the chat for a second.
Uh-huh.
Marty Storr is giving them a master class on wastage.
Well, I hope you got 3 hours.
No. It's good. It's good.
Well, he's great, but
I'm watching it
Uh-huh.
to, you know.
Marty is a master at that. Marty could have been in this competition and would do quite well too.
Whoa, what did we just miss here? What did we just miss? Dirk's PR shot up again. Was it the 2 to step up?
I think so. And Dirk can't afford to let that PR sneak up.
He also can't afford to let that checker go, so he has to hit it.
So even if Dirk wins this match, if he doesn't win the PR, he's through. The way that this format works. So he's got to win the match and the PR to have a chance. In fact, if he wins the match and the PR, he wins. There's no tiebreaker. He'll win on points.
Ooh, I think you got to hit.
Hit 2.
Can't hit 2. Nice try there.
You could.
Oh, yeah. You got to break the board.
See, you don't
Leave
hit,
the 3 blocks on the inside.
you just don't have my creativity. You lack my creativity.
You gotta hit, You know what's a funny number? 1-5. No, you hit. Look at 1-5.
Yeah.
Oh, look at 1-5. Oh my goodness. I would cry if
For
I
that
rolled
reason
1-5
alone,
from the
for
roof,
that
yeah.
reason alone you hit, just so you can have fun with a 1-5.
If you see the 1-5 in the chat, if you see what it does after the hitting play, show me the number 1. Show me the number 1-5.
Oh my God, you called it. Oh,
2-4.
that would have been very pathetic if
Yeah.
had you rolled that.
That would have been gross. That would have been gross.
Mm.
Ooh, this one. No, the 18. That way his threes can't hit you, and the ones are good anyway.
Ah.
You see that? Now he has a good three to hit you
Yeah,
off the
and
off the
he
one.
played that very quickly too, and that was certainly worth studying. This is not a double. The PRs are not good for Dirk in this game. In this
Ian
match.
Terry sees it, my man.
Even Ian Terry saw that?
I can always count on him. Did
Wow.
he change his name back to Ian Terry versus whatever it was for like 2 weeks?
I didn't know he had another name.
Yeah, he changed it for a bit.
Wow. He's a cute guy, good guy.
Cute.
He's a cute guy. He won an award on TV for being cute. You know, he's a TV star, Big Brother. He's famous.
He was on a show?
Oh, he was on Big Brother. He was a famous guy. He won all kinds of television awards and not the Academy Award. What's it called? A Tony? No, that's Broadway.
Tony's a guy I play with in the park.
Yeah, right.
I know Tony.
I played Tony.
You know Tony?
Sure. Nice guy.
Great guy.
Uh-oh.
The one's a saver.
Uh-oh.
The one's a saver.
And you come in?
Ah, sure. Play with fewer
Come
blots, I
in,
guess.
fewer
I mean,
blots. A 1-3 untimed back game?
The good thing though, staying back is it protects against the small
Wouldn't you
numbers
double
too.
an untimed 1-3 back game? You wouldn't double that? With a shot?
Probably not.
No?
Well, the shot would only help White, wouldn't it? It would help time him a little bit.
He's got no timing anyway. I would have doubled that.
You're up.
I,
And you're primed.
I'm doubling
You don't
that.
have the bar made. You've got like
Really?
poor distribution.
Really? I wish I'd seen XG on that. I would have given that cube. I would have at least thought long and hard about it.
I think it's too easy of a take.
Not for me. I don't like untimed back games.
Well, if you don't think it's an easy take, I'm gonna cube you.
You're right. I would be the one. I would be the one to cube here.
Only if you pass.
Yeah. The problem, but you're not going to catch me in this tournament. No way. I'm too smart for that.
Of course, I knew Ian Terry was on Big Brother. Someone told me that a while ago. I only watched.
Is it working?
Not working. My screen is black.
What is the chat say?
It's so much for the live stream, it says.
You know what happened?
They're still playing though. That's being streamed. Some technical difficulties. The cube was given. Mochy did double him. I'm sorry. Mochy doubled Dirk, which I wanted to see earlier. I don't know if I'm live or not, but I'm used to talking to myself. Can you hear me on the stream? Anybody hear me? Or would you rather I just shut up? I appear to be, I can see myself, I don't know if they can hear me or not. But it got exciting.
You can see the match.
Yeah, I could see the match,
I
and,
was watching in the other room.
and he absolutely did cube him, which I don't know when, but I wanted to see him cube him. And,
Hussein still got the transcription going. He had to reset all this stuff. So he has to re-add manually, I think, all the XG stuff again.
oh my God,
Every time he resets it, he has to do that.
wow.
He missed.
He missed, that's a big miss. That's a very big miss.
That's brutal.
Mochy has a real chance for a gammon here, which would put him up 6-0. And when you look at the PRs, you've got to say, you almost got to say goodnight to Dirk. No?
No, I've seen people come back from being down 14-0.
Oh, I've done that myself, but not with that PR problem.
The more
You're not gonna
decisions you
see,
get, the more it might work.
yeah,
out.
but you're playing Mochy. Remember who that is over there. You're not gonna make a big comeback on the PR against Mochy.
You never know.
No way. I'll give you 40-1 on who wins the PR in this game, in this match.
Well, I mean, he's going to get gammon. You're a favor just on the fact that it might only last one more game. I can't
Wow,
even.
that's why I'm not giving you 30-1. What's your point? You're saying I'm giving you a very good bet for me? What's your
If you
point?
gave me a good bet, you wouldn't be Phil Simborg.
Ooh, he missed it. No,
No.
he didn't miss it. Well, I think this is almost curtains for Dirk. He can certainly hold his head high, taking Mochy to a sixth game.
Oh yeah, we have to do
But that
this.
wasn't his goal when he came. His goal wasn't to get close.
We have to do this. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I also have a YouTube channel, Justin Knoll, Nowell thing. And Phil Simborg, what's your YouTube channel?
Simborg.
Simborg.
Phil Simborg.
Phil Simborg. Just our names.
Yes.
We're creative.
Very creative.
I was going to call myself Hot Sauce, but that was already taken. I'm kidding.
What do you mean you're kidding? I'm sure it was taken. Okay, this could be the final match. And the winner of this will play Zednik starting at 10 a.m. Istanbul time. 6 matches potentially, might not go that long. And the winner will play Sander in Copenhagen in December.
If it's 10 a.m. Istanbul time, people in America, you might as well just stay up.
That's right.
You might as well just stay up.
Stay up and have a beer. Have some beers all night.
Yeah.
7-hour difference between New York and Istanbul. And New York, watch out, here I come. As soon as this tournament's over, I'll be in New York for about 9-10 days.
If you want to have a chouette, Phil will be in town.
I'm in town,
Feel free to message him.
absolutely.
He will take your money.
And if you know a good restaurant and you want to buy dinner, I'm available. I've already got a few chouettes lined up and some lectures at some clubs, but I'm most proud of the lecture I'm going to give to 32 kids. That'll be Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, smash the like button. Smash the like button.
Oh, yeah.
6-4.
So, nothing special.
24, 18, 13.
Oh, I would have slotted the 3.
It's such a tough.
I would have slotted the 3.
It was better to just come out, and it's funny, anytime it's
Out.
right and they just roll 2-3, you just go, I could have been free.
Out, I didn't think about it. I was slotting the 3-point.
Now 3-1, I guess you can slot the 3 and play 8-7.
By the way, for those of you who aren't aware, this is the Crawford game. Nobody can double for one game. So Dirk cannot double, and obviously Mochy doesn't care if he wins a gammon. Does he care if he loses a gammon? Yeah. Yeah, he'd rather not lose a gammon, but it's not big at this score to lose 2 points instead of 1. He'd rather not lose a backgammon also.
He'd rather not lose at all.
Double 5s.
Johnny 5. Stay alive.
Oh, okay. This really helps the race, but he can't clean up his blot.
1, 2,
I
3.
bring 3 down and 1 to the ace, or, yeah, 3 down and 1 to the ace, or do you, yeah,
No, this just solves the major
Yeah.
problem of clearing the mid.
right, you clear the mid, you're winning the race by a little bit, 20, 18 pips. It's a good rate, it's your best shot.
6-2's blocked,
Yeah.
5-3 hits, that's it, yeah.
5-3.
Oh,
We saw the 5 first. In these situations, I like to roll 1 at a time. In fact, in LA, I'm playing against David Wells, and I had to roll a 2. And we agreed to do 1 at a time, and I rolled 1 dice, it was a 6. I don't have to tell you what the second dice was. And it knocked David Wells out of the tournament, and I won. We should have talked about what if the second dice was cocked. Did I get to roll the 6 over 2? I wouldn't have done that. But I think the dice should always be rolled 1 at a time. It's just more exciting.
Takes too long.
It does take too long. But I'm talking about if it's the last roll.
Yeah,
And the whole thing is one number. Roll 1 at a time. That's
In
fun.
one of my shooouts, we allow that.
Yeah.
If you want to roll 1 by 1, like last roll of the game, why not?
If both players agree, you can do it anytime you want.
Sounds fun to me. What's the roll? 4-3?
4-1, 4-2, 4-1. It's 4-1.
Looks cocked.
It's cocked to you? You think that's cocked? Try playing a 4-1 with a P40 dice. We put our logo on the 1. But it confuses lots of people. I love it.
I'm not a fan of
I
logos
love it.
on dice.
I love it. I love it because it confuses lots of people. Okay, we need an 8 here. Double 2 hits.
I found out that the logo dice can't be used with Digigammon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Digigammon is the automatic transcription that we tried the other night. It really works well.
6-3, time to go. What's the race?
The race is close enough to go.
He's down 10, actually, so maybe he should stay. I can see the pip count. Mochy can't, so he's just counting it now. He'll realize that after the play, he's down 10, and he'll move back. The gammon doesn't really cost him much, like Phil said earlier with the score, so with gammons not really counting for much, you might as well stay back and play for contact and wins. That's why he's putting it back now.
So you slot the 2 and you bring a checker into the 6, which is the second best play, but .004. I'll do that anytime. I'm slotting the 2 and bring a checker in. The other play is not to leave a blot because you might get a shot this time.
Yeah, well, it also maintains the 6 prime unless you get a shot this time.
I think that's too optimistic that you're going to get a shot this time.
Well, indirect. The indirect's still sitting there.
All right, but the odds are you won't get an indirect or a direct this time, aren't they? I mean, I don't think there's that many rolls that leave a shot. That's my point.
Well, I mean, he had a shot this turn. He could have hit with a 6-2 or a double 4s or a double 2s.
That's this time. Now it's different. Did you know?
It's been there for a minute.
Yeah, because
It's not his fault he can't hit it. Oh, 6-2.
See, there's no way a
Phil,
shot's going to be.
Phil, it's still going to be there. Look. Look, it's still going to be there.
He did that on purpose to make me look bad. They do the dice gods. Why are you so strict? Why are you doing this to me?
They do it just for humor. That's how you know we live in a...
They do it to make me look bad.
That's how you know we live in a computer simulation, Phil.
It's all about me. They're trying to make me look bad. I said you couldn't leave a shot, so the dice god said, "Screw you, Phil. I'm leaving a shot."
If they really wanted to mess with you, they would have let him hit it.
Yeah, that's right. That's for sure.
Double 1s, points on the guy. It leaves 5-6 though. Actually, what's the race? Yeah, you got a point on the guy. Yeah.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, 5-6 never happens.
No. Ooh.
5-4.
That almost looked like a 5-6.
A close cousin.
That look online. That looks like a 5-6. I think you stay and make the 2 point, or do you come out? It's close.
Well, since you might be entering a race, the crossover might be important. Yeah, just playing 7 in because of the race being not so bad for you before the double 4s, of course.
Now Mochy's got bad 1s and 3s, so you never say 1 or 3 out loud because that makes it happen. Don't say 1 or 3 out loud, anybody.
Shot time.
Who said 1 or 3 out loud?
You did. You jinxed him.
And now he doesn't need a, whatchamacallit. I won't say the word out loud. I don't want to be blamed.
He needs
for
a
this.
2.
Oh, God, you ruined it.
He has to
Oh,
stay.
he missed it. He missed it. Well, we'll have more games. I'm like this.
6-5 is the next bad
How
number.
can you say that out loud?
It's never going to happen.
Never.
I'll be right back. 2-1, pick and pass.
Do you pick and pass? I guess for the
Of
race.
course, for the race.
For the race, you pick and pass. Okay.
For the race.
Yeah, it's just as many shot leaving numbers too.
Now if he rolls double 6s, you don't cry. You rejoice. 5-2, you
So
stay.
it didn't matter whether you picked and pass or not.
Ooh, 6-4 was better for the race. Funny.
And Mochi played very fast there too. Was it much better?
No,
Okay.
just a little bit. I caught a glimpse
Yeah.
of it.
If you're like me, you're thinking about the next game.
If you're like me, you're thinking about the next roll.
See, and you should be.
If you're like Mochy, you're thinking about the opponent's next roll and your next roll.
Right, right. But you shouldn't be thinking about the next game. That's my point.
Yeah.
And these guys are too smart for that. Mochi still hasn't lost this game. Look at that. And what's the right 2?
6-4 for the doubles. You want to get more off with double 4s.
Wow, that was brilliant. Because you're behind, you don't need doubles anymore.
If you roll low numbers, you're losing
Yeah,
anyway.
You're losing anyway. So you must roll the doubles and make them all at least pay off if you get it.
And that's a lesson for you.
Look at this. Mochi has not given up. That's a lesson too.
Well, yeah, you got to keep rolling for the PR if there's a chance. It's a PR contest at the end of the day.
No, he's still trying to win the game. Now he's playing for the PR.
Now it might be math. Well, no, is it 3 rolls? 3 rolls. 1. Yeah, it's over now.
Yep, he quit.
Yeah, well, Dirk's on roll.
Have you ever seen somebody quit when it wasn't? I mean, good players like this, I have.
I have too.
Yeah.
So
So,
I have seen players actually take more time trying to figure out if it's gin
Yeah.
than it would take to finish the game if they just kept rolling.
right. Okay,
And
we
I
got,
go, you're not a mathematician, are you? Just keep rolling.
right. This is post Crawford, and Mochi is going to have a free drop here. How do I know so quickly he has a free drop? Because it's odd to have a free drop. Isn't that an odd concept?
David Wells says, sorry.
And when the score is odd, you have a free drop. He has 1 point. What did David say?
He said 40-1 looks like a scoop now. I agree.
So you scoop if you're more than 50%.
Well, because it lasted longer than the next game, right? The only reason why I wasn't going to take it because it would, it might not last longer than a game.
I don't understand at all what you're saying.
Because the match is going longer, it increases the likelihood that the PRs could switch. If it went just 1 more game when you offered the bet, then I was a really big dog.
I see. It's all about us. Double 4s was a very great big roll for Mochi there. Why sneak cubing? Because he doesn't have a free drop. You think you're going to trick Mochi into taking a bad take? Yeah, right. He's not going to lose his market, though.
So I think what a lot of the PR players have discovered is that by delaying the cube, your decision to not double is actually counted as a decision. And so you're getting cube decisions that you wouldn't be getting if you had turned the cube immediately.
But the decision to not double, is it right?
Yes, because it's always a take, right?
But Extreme Gammon wouldn't ding you if you did double, so it shouldn't matter whether you doubled or not.
It still counts as a doubling decision from my understanding.
But he didn't get it right. He didn't get it right, he didn't get it wrong. It didn't matter.
But it's still a decision.
Oh, I see. Oh, and the more decisions you have, the more it brings down your PR if it's high.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I'm not sure if that's completely
But the
accurate
more
or not.
decisions you have, the more it hurts your PR if you're low.
If you're wrong.
If you're wrong, okay. I see. That's a reason not to double, I guess. But folks, if you're out there and your opponent needs 1 point and you need more, double.
And MCG says, honestly, the way PR is calculated is stupid. Is that why you didn't make it to Istanbul?
No, he went to Washington, D.C. as well.
Yes, I saw him on stream. Even when I was in Istanbul, I was watching.
He probably found a guy who would play him for $5 a point and he figured he had better equity.
It was just him and Ray Fogerland again on stream,
Right.
playing each other for the trophies and the cash. You know?
Uh-huh.
Come out. That's a nice roll.
It's a nice roll if you don't get hit. 3 or 10. Nope. So Mochy is losing this race, but he's got a nice holding game. But Dirk is certainly favored here, especially with this roll. Because this is a very good racing number. 12 pips is a nice number to have. Your average roll is around 8, so when you roll 12, it's actually pretty big. Being up 16 in the race, he's only up 8 in the race after this roll. That's not a very good racing number. See, even though it looks like a holding game, and it is a holding game, the race is critical. Because at some point, Mochy will be able to get out of there and run. Anytime your opponent's on the 4-point or higher, the race is the key factor. Of course, distribution matters, but the race is really critical in high holding games.
That was an interesting decision.
Look at the PRs are getting closer.
Did they say to switch? No, I must have missed that.
Dirk is coming down. He's under 3 PR now. 2.5 is nice.
The more decisions he gets, the lower it's going to get.
It wouldn't take much for Dirk to win the PR in this game. I really thought he was out of it. In this match, I mean. I thought he was out of it. Another very low. Now
Just
you
go to the 1 here.
so I was thinking. It is right.
Prime, yeah.
It is right. You want to make it harder for him to get out, make him waste more. Marty Storer can tell him about waste while we take a nap. No, really, it's a very interesting subject. I didn't understand wastage at all either. I can understand being penalized for an open 5 or 6-point or 4-point. In fact, I didn't understand being penalized for an open 6-point for a long time. But the other wastage was kind of hard to understand. It took Walter Troyce to really explain it to me.
Well, Walter Troyce, is he the one that came up with the formula 7n plus 1?
Yes,
and
that's
you have the stack
EPC.
and straggler?
Yes,
We get
EPC.
3.5 times the number of checkers plus the stragglers pip count.
Yes, effective pip count.
Yeah.
Walter Troyce came up with a lot of stuff.
The EPC formulas are good for taking your pips positions and your rolls positions and then finding ways to adjust them so you can compare them against each other because they're two totally different types of racing positions.
Sure. And John O'Hagan uses that, plus he adds Matusak, which is another genius formula on top of that to figure out other kinds of wastage and rolls.
I can never pronounce that name when I try to say it. Matusak.
O'Hagan?
No, Motis.
All right. I think you have to run here. You got the race is worth gold. He's not that worried about getting hit with that blot in that inner board. There aren't that many hidden covers. Well, I don't know. There are some hidden covers. 5-1, 4-1, 2-1, double 1, double 2, double 5. And like I said, there's not too many hidden covers. I probably haven't named them all yet. Double 4 doesn't hidden cover, no. Wow. Is it time to double? Does he have a market loser? If he rolled double, I'm sorry. If he rolled double 6s, couldn't he have lost his market?
No.
See, if you even have one market loser, it's wrong to roll without cubing.
But it's always a take at the score. Unless he's like closed out on the roof, you know what I mean?
Really?
Always a
His take point is that low? When it's ungammonish, I understand. I mean, I'm saying
Well, the extra point has no value.
yeah, so it's now, it's 0.024 is the take point, that's right. The take point is in fact, I show a reference position where your opponent has a checker on the 3 and the 1, and you have 2 checkers on the ace, and it's a take at the score. When the only roll he could roll is a 2-1, you still have a take. Because that's 5%, and your take is 2.5%. And I forgot. Okay,
So maybe there is some market loss, MCG is saying, right? Like 4-4 followed by a fan, I guess.
one reason I double is so I don't have to keep thinking about it. I hate to have to worry about it every roll.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
with you on
Mochy
that
has
one.
no, huh?
I'm with you on that one.
You're with me on that? Good. Hey, that's one we agree on. I don't have to, every roll he's got to think about it.
Probably. I mean, yeah.
And how much difference in PR is it going to make?
I definitely had somebody wait so long to double me, they actually did lose their market in one of these games one time.
That shouldn't happen. You're right. That shouldn't
It
happen.
was my wife, though. It's actually in the video I posted on my YouTube channel where I played my wife.
Uh-huh.
She waited to double until I was actually closed out on the roof. She forgot the cube was there.
Oh,
Yeah.
forgot, it's another thing.
Yeah.
By the way.
And then I was like, these are always a pass, but I've never actually been closed out before in this position with the cube in the center.
Okay, so even a double six, he still has more than 2.5%. So I can see not double. Can he play the whole game without doubling? I haven't seen that ever. I don't think I've ever seen that. On the last roll, can he play the entire game? Yeah, he can play the entire game without doubling if he's never favored. And he never has a market loser. I don't remember seeing that.
It would be interesting because he would get to do the same thing next game. You know what I mean?
There ain't no
actually, no, not next game.
There ain't no next game if he loses.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no, you're right. You're totally right. There's no next game.
Maybe next match he could do
Yeah,
the same
no,
thing.
I forgot he was at 6.
Next
it's
match.
the beer, you know?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Okay, this game is not decided. Oh, it is decided. Uh-oh. Isn't that gin?
No,
Are there
in
3
these
checkers?
boxes now. And there you go.
Yes. Congratulations, Mochy. Mochy will be playing Zednik tomorrow. It's another dream match. It's a dream matchup. Congratulations, Dirk. You made yourself proud. You gave him a really tough fight. Look at your PR is not that great on this match, but the last match it was, and you made many, many incredible games. Thank you, everybody, for watching. 10 o'clock Istanbul time tomorrow. ZZ and Mochy.
No, it was never Mochi and ZZ before because Mochi has always been the champion until this past year.
Was it Mochy and ZZ in Monte Carlo, wasn't it? No.
No, that was Sander.
That was Sander, and it was Victor. Wasn't it Victor and ZZ?
What?
Somewhere in there.
No, I don't think so.
Wilcox.
Wilcox.
It was Wilcox. All right. They all look alike. You
Or
know,
did Wilcox
all those
play?
giants look alike to me. But I know that tomorrow's going to be ZZ and Mochy.
What did we miss? There was a huge blunder somewhere?
I don't know. I wasn't watching the match.
No, not really.
No. I'm too busy doing other. There's so much fun with you. I forgot about the match.
I'm not really watching the XG feed either. We must have missed something. I'm going to have to rewind and see what it was.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in the other room and try to figure it out with the guys.
Congratulations, Mochy. We'll see you out tomorrow
I
at
was
10.
wondering how his PR jumped up to a 3.72 because it was in the, it was
Well,
like
let's
in
go
the
see.
queue a second ago.
Let's go see right now. We'll walk in the room.
Can Hussein hear us? Can he just show it?
Yeah, he's next door. He's in that room.
All right, guys. Not hitting with the 6.2. Let me check that out. Thank you guys for letting me know.
Yeah, 6-2.
Yeah, that was
That was one. Big one? Yeah.
Come on in, Mochy. Have a seat. Everybody stay tuned. I've got a young man here with me to talk about what's going on. Congratulations, a big winner, Mochy. And so happy for you to win. You play ZZ tomorrow. I'm going to shut up. I want to hear your thoughts about this last matchup.
Oh, what can I say? I have no confidence over the match, I was leading all the time, but the format is this way so that PR winner of this match basically wins the whole thing. Because most likely PR winner of this match gonna be average PR winner of the entire series. So I was more curious about my PR. You know what I mean? And
your PR was fantastic.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
No,
of course.
it's not.
Of course,
It's
right?
fantastic by every standard in the world,
Yeah.
except for yours. You know?
No, I mean, now that I saw my PR, I'm fine. But over the board, you know, I had a lot of doubt myself. Obviously, like, oh, it could have been a mistake. You know, I missed that, I missed this. You know, and all of a sudden, my opponent looks perfect. You know what I mean?
Okay, the previous match, that one game that swung, was probably the most exciting match of the year, if not certainly of this tournament.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah.
That was crazy. That's what backgammon was all about.
Yeah.
What are your emotions like mine when you're sitting there and that happens and you roll the huge joker and he rolls the huge joker?
Yeah.
Is it going? Are you going nuts like me? Is your adrenaline getting higher? If we were taking your blood pressure, would it have gone up?
No, I mean, when I played this UBC, I tried to make my states very, very calm. So I just see the board, you know, as if like I'm seeing like from above, right? And so no matter what happens, this is, you know, something happens, right? But obviously, of course, I feel that this is crazy. You know what I mean? Joker.
Yeah, amazing. That was an unbelievable game.
Yeah.
Well, you were the odds-on favorite going into this tournament. You haven't won yet. You got to get by ZZ.
Yeah.
And have you seen his PRs?
No.
Scary, absolutely scary. He's playing under 2 most of the time. Really,
Okay.
really scary. So get a good night's sleep. We'll see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll buy you all the beers you want in the meantime.
What, you got a bet on the kid?
I will if he lets me buy the beers. Okay.
So if you wish my good sleeping, why you scare me by saying that he plays all the time 2 PR?
Because I know you're going to see it. You're going to look.
No, actually,
And by the way,
I wasn't.
you're really scared, aren't you? Yeah, I can tell. He's really scared.
Yeah,
It's just a nice thing to say. You're not scared of anything or anybody. You're my hero. You continue to be my hero. I love you. Thank you. Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow.
All right.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you at 10 o'clock Istanbul time.
Thank you.
This is what backgammon is all about. And thank you, Galaxy team, Mark Olson, for doing this. And Mete, great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you for your.
Good luck.